AMMA Secretary General, Mr. Lok Wai Han, Chairman of Asian Mixed Martial Arts Organizing Committee, Mr. Galestin Tan, Sports Director of the Asian Mixed Martial Arts event, and Mr. Darius, the VIP Director of Nine Dynasty, Mr. David Jordan, CMO of Newport World Resorts, Ms. Joy Andrade, NWR Corporate Communications, and Ms. Aina Elinon, NWR Media Relations. So let's get this show on the road, because I'm pretty sure everybody has a few questions, a few words from our Secretary General, Mr. Alvin Aguilar.
Good morning, everybody, members of the press, fighters, and the organizers. Thank you very much for being here on this historic day. We're very, very happy to announce we're going to be holding this, and let's get this show on the road first. All right, thank you. Good morning, everyone.
And of course, a few words from our Honorable Abraham Tolentino, sir.
Of course, good morning to all, especially the sponsors of this first Asian Mixed Martial Arts, the Dynasty Group and Marriott. This will be a huge event, and you know, as the saying goes, first impression. So definitely maganda tong event na to. There will be a lot of surprises. Thank you. Good morning.
Thank you, sir. Our Honorable Abraham Tolentino, POC and AMMA President. Of course, Mr. Lok Wai Han, the Chairman of the AMMA Organizing Committee.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. I thought maybe I'd give everyone a slight background about the Asian Mixed Martial Arts Association. About 2 years ago, Mr. Gordon Tang, who's an accomplished windsurfer and a MMA practitioner, was doing his MMA practices and watching some of these MMA events around the world. And he realized that MMA was extremely popular, especially among the younger generation. But there was no federation really championing the sport, and there was no framework for the development of MMA going forward, and it was not recognized in any of the major games around the world. So he decided to establish the Asian Mixed Martial Arts Association. And so a year and a half ago, in April 2023, AMMA was established with 3 purposes and objectives in mind. The first was to make MMA safer. We developed rules, event management, and officiating with the safety of the athletes in mind. And yet, we want to continue to make MMA exciting and very watchable and entertaining. The second thing we wanted to do was to make MMA more inclusive. We drew on the strength, techniques of the various forms of combat sports and martial arts, including Chinese martial arts, wrestling, boxing, BBJ, and taekwondo, karate, etc., Muay Thai even, to create a form of martial arts within the rules framework that we have, so that it contains the best of all types of combat sports. And the third thing we wanted to do was to make MMA more mainstream. By that we mean that we want to get MMA to become a medal sports around the world. So we've already been recognized by the Asian Indoor Martial Arts Games. We've been recognized by the Olympic Council of Asia, and we're working towards getting MMA included in the Southeast Asian Games, as well as the Asian Games in Nagoya in 2026. So far, we've organized several major events. Last year was our first Asian Championships in Bangkok, and we just concluded in July our second Asian Championships in Phnom Penh, Cambodia. I want to particularly thank the Mayor for agreeing very readily to host this event. We only had this discussion about 2 months ago at the sidelines of a sports meeting, and came out with this idea of having Philippines host a major MMA event, and he readily agreed to do this with his team. So we're very grateful for his support, and we're very grateful for the support of our sponsors, Nine Dynasty, Newport, World, and the other sponsors. Thank you very much.
Up next, Mr. Galestin Tan, Sports Director of Asian Mixed Martial Arts Association.
Thank you. Good morning. A little bit more about the AMMA Manila Open. Right? We will feature 11 categories for men and women, both modern and traditional MMA categories, ranging the weight from 54 kg all the way to 85. We are very pleased. We have about 130 athletes who applied to take part in this inaugural competition, but we are only able to take 88 athletes. These 88 athletes come from 16 countries and regions. They are specially selected. They are top-ranked MMA athletes, champions from our 2023 and 2024 Asian Championships. They will come to compete in Manila. We will have 50 referees coming to be trained for the AMMA rules, and 30 of them will be called upon to officiate the competitions. So we encourage both MMA practitioners, fans, and public and media to come attend this exciting event. I also assure you that you will see a lot of very competitive fighters, exciting games, and lots of surprises in the upcoming event in October 14 to 16 right here at the Marriott Hotel. And in the meantime, for more information, you can follow us on our Facebook page, AMMA. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Galestin Tan. A few words from Mr. Darius, the VIP Director of Nine Dynasty.
Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, sponsors, and the member of the media, good morning everyone. On behalf of Nine Dynasty Group, I would like to express my sincere gratitude for the opportunity to be a co-organizer of this prestigious event. It is an honor to collaborate with the Asian Mixed Martial Arts Association to bring this tournament to life. The AMMA Manila Open is more than just a competition. It's a celebration of the spirit martial art and its power to unite people. Martial art promotes value of respect, discipline, and transcending differences and bringing individuals together. At Nine Dynasty Group, we are committed to supporting public welfare and sports initiatives. We believe in fostering the growth of sports across Asia, creating more opportunity for aspiring athletes and the sports enthusiasts alike. This tournament, the prize pool is up to 10 million pesos, underscore our commitment to the athletes and their efforts. I would also like to thank our sponsor and the organizing team, especially AMMA and also Newport World Resorts, for their invaluable contribution. We look forward to witnessing the dedication and passion that define this remarkable sport at the AMMA Manila Open 2024. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Darius. Up next is Mr. David Jordan, CMO of Newport World Resorts.
Good morning, everybody, and to the Honourable Mayor Tolentino and all of the organisers of the Asian Mixed Martial Arts, a very warm welcome to Newport World Resorts. This is what it is. Shall we? Let's start that again. Good morning, everybody, and to the Honourable Mayor Tolentino and all of the organisers of the Asian Mixed Martial Arts, a very warm welcome to Newport World Resorts. Nine Dynasty is a key partner of ours, and collaborating with them and bringing to life the Asian Mixed Martial Arts at the Marriott Manila Hotel is a real pleasure. We're looking forward to it. We welcomed the Olympic team to the resort on their return, and they had a fabulous night. This is a key component of our entertainment offerings across the resort, and it's wonderful to support the athletes, support activities such as this in the resort. So Very much looking forward to mid-October. I share Mr. Locke's sentiments completely. This is a very rapidly growing sport across the world, and it's really wonderful to support the development of this in Manila. Thank you very much, and good luck to everybody.
Thank you, Mr. David Jordan, CMO of Newport World Resorts. Of course, the first Asian Mixed Martial Arts Manila Open 2024 is going to happen from October 14 to October 16 at the Marriott Grand Ballroom. Now we are opening the floor to your questions. So just come up front, and I think we have a microphone set up over there. So if you have questions, our friends from the media.
Good morning, Ivan Swing from Daily Tribune. May I ask anyone in the panel, how will the tournament format for the first Asian Mixed Martial Arts Manila Open will be like?
How goes it?
The tournament format.
Format.
So we don't get you, as I explained earlier, so there will be both modern and traditional categories for both men's and women's. And obviously, there's between these two, there's 11 weight categories that will be fighting. They'll be fighting AMMA rules. Many will know that your traditional MMA is in a cage, but for the AMMA rules, we are fighting without a cage.
And for Mr. Alvin Aguilar, how many Filipino MMA fighters will participate in this competition?
Okay.
It's not a page, it's a month.
So as of now, we have 10 Filipino athletes confirmed to be participating in this tournament.
May we know the names more?
I'll give you the names later. But some of them are here. What's this? Of course, we're also in the process of doing our own internal arrangements for choosing our athletes. So we have our tryouts also, as well as our own internal process for making sure that we only field the best Filipino mixed martial arts athletes for this tournament.
Thank you.
And to follow up dun sa question ni Sir, when it comes to the list of athletes, so there is a designated committee that was able to screen the athletes. So of course, this is a huge event. There are a lot of participants, there are a lot of applicants. So of course, they went through a screening process, and then we were able to come up with the 10 athletes. And the names are F. Sevilla, Carlo Laurel, Jovan Derder, Sherwin Nero, AJ Castellano, and Jelly Bulao. Now for the modern category, we have Rene Catalan Jr., Gerald Velarde, Arvin Chan, and your first AMMA Women's Champion, Ani Barumao. So these are the 10 athletes. They came from different teams. So at least this is in line with the message of what NMAP is doing, na everyone has to participate, everyone is represented. So, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Next question.
From one island to another, I was Saldana from Dugout Philippines and PMA. So I have a question for Sir Galestine. You mentioned there's a modern rule and a traditional rule. What's the difference between the two?
The main part of it you will see is in terms of the traditional, there's more grappling, so they will be wearing a traditional gi, whereas the modern is what the normal people actually see in the UFC 1FC, where they are just wearing your like a boxing gloves, boxing shorts, and then they'll fight. So there's a lot more punches, kicks, and stuff like that, whereas the traditional is more about grappling, and there's a lot more ground action.
Okay, so to clarify, the traditional rules are basically jiu-jitsu rules or still MMA rules?
Yes, correct.
I
So
mean,
because we are
MMA
fighting
or-
Asian MMA rules,
MMA rules.
so it's just about the technique, and more specialized towards your grappling, your ground contact, whereas the modern is more of your fights, techniques and kicks.
Alright. That's right. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. From Billionaire News Channel, the Scorecard. Alvin, you're seen as a father of MMA here in the country. How do you feel that now we're bringing it to another level and opening up to grassroots development?
Of course, I'm very happy and I'm very honored and thankful to Mayor Bambo Tolentino, of course, our POC president. It's because of him that we have this right now. Now all the mixed martial artists in the Philippines don't just have to go to the amateur and pro tournaments. Now they can actually win medals for our country and bring honor to our country because of this man beside me.
Yes. So now it's different fighting for the flag instead of just your name. So how does that make you feel?
That's really awesome. This has always been a lifelong dream to have this happen. We've seen so many talented fighters. I've seen a lot of our veteran fighters watch, they train just as hard or even harder than most athletes, and then they see them being able to bring honor to the country. But now it's going to be their turn to bring honor to the country, and I'm very, very happy and proud this is happening.
Not only for Philippines, no? It's for the entire Asian countries that they will be bringing flag in honor.
Yes.
One tournament that we missed when the IMAC was cancelled, MMA was supposed to be on that IMAC next year. So watch out for that. Maybe in a few weeks or few months, baka biglang ma-announce na if MMA will be included in SEA Games and in Nagoya. So not only an honor for the Philippines, but for the entire members of this Asian MMA group.
To follow that up, Mr. Tolentino, how do you feel, or what is your aspiration for MMA in the Philippines? Do you believe that we really have a deep pool of talent for MMA?
Yeah, just like in other sports, all of us, all of the member countries are looking for that. No? So, of course, with us Filipinos, nandun yung not forte, but mas marami tayong talents when it comes to combat sports, like all of that, judo, jiu-jitsu, wrestling, kura, sambo, etc. So come in MMA. Oh, that's that's good for the athletes too. That's an additional house for them.
You're working on including this to mainstream and hopefully in the Olympics. So you think in a few years, may chance tayo makadevelop ng Olympic gold medalist?
That's a long shot. No?
Yes.
It depends on the
Association.
It depends on the Asian.
Yes.
It depends on the IF and everything. That's a long shot. But for a start, eto na, meron ng identity yung MMA. Not only that MMA na napapanood natin sa UFC and everything. So meron na. So may pag-asa ngayon yung develop from grassroots and everything. So it's a totally new and additional development and good for the other athletes aspiring to represent their country.
Thank you.
Sir, Jack Batallones from ABS-CBN. For just one question for Mr. Gladstone. For the AMMA, how were the fighters chosen? Do they just go through a tryout? Do they have elimination fights? How were they chosen?
So we have had two competitions previously, right? And we opened the registration to all the NOCs. So there was sign up. There was about 130 sign-ups, and we based on their performance in the past. So those that won in the first 2023 championship and 2024 championship, it gets priority. And then the next batch is followed by the MMA rankings in the world. Right? So the higher rankings will have priority over the lower rankings. And then we go through each of the weight category, up to 8 participants each weight category. We make sure each of the NOCs are well represented. So the 88 athletes come from 16 countries, regions. And that is why this AMMA Manila Open is a must-watch competition. Thank you, sir.
Hi, I'm Rovi Gonzalez, and I have a question for Mr. Jordan. How is Newport World Resorts preparing for this big event? Given that this is going to attract guests from all over.
Well, we've got the biggest hotel footprint in the country on site, so the teams are busily preparing for the influx of guests. We're putting the athletes up as well in Holiday Inn Express. But for us, it's really about the visitors who are going to come and see the event. As you said, they're going to come from all over the region. We're very geared for that sort of influx of tourists. And we've got plenty of restaurants and bars and everything else to keep them amused while they're here, in addition to the fight. And for us, you know, a long time ago for me, one of the things about being an athlete in your 20s, it doesn't matter how much talent you have, but it's really about the opportunity, number one, and the opportunity to compete and being able to collaborate with the team. Give the athletes the opportunity to actually compete at this level, really creates and nurtures that talent. So for us, it's twofold. Very supportive of the event itself, and then hopefully there is a huge influx of international visitors. We welcome them greatly. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mayor, just to clarify things up about your earlier statement about MMA going to AMMA, does that mean if they're available, you're gonna invite the guys from Lions Nation, Team Lakay to join the national team?
That's related to the previous question, how will you select the different countries, different federations, they have their own dynamics on how to select. So while we here in the Philippines, we're still in the honeymoon period. So after this big event, we will be very active in MMA here in the Philippines. We will be conducting after this. There will be more referees that will be trained, that will enroll in the course of referees and coaches. So with that, after this year, definitely there will be more competition on MMA, and we will try to catch up with the National Open up to December. So nasa honeymoon period pa lang tayo, kaya yung tanong kayo paano nyo napili, di ba? Paano nyo napili? It's within our muna. So tanggapin muna natin kung paano namin pinili yung sasali. So unlike other countries, matagal na sila nabigla nga tayo, nagulat bakit nagkaroon bigla ng MMA na amateur. Dati nang may MMA, di ba? Na URC and everything. Now, this different modern, no? It's just it's like any other sports that will be played in Southeast Asian Games, Asian Championships, World Championships, and everything.
Wait, you mentioned amateur, so that means basically bawal pa yung lakay kasi sila pro na eh.
No restriction. Just like boxing, pro boxers are allowed in amateur. Like just golf, pro golfers are allowed in all our golfing competition, whether SEA Games, Asian Games, or Olympics.
Pero if ever dadayo kayo ng Trinidad, baka pag-usapan niya rin Coach Mark and Coach Edward.
Sorry,
Are you willing to go to Trinidad to talk about this stuff with Coach Mark Sangyao and Coach... Okay, go ahead.
Yes. All MMA groups are actually welcome. There's no differentiate. What has to happen though is all the athletes have to go through a tryout, regardless of who they are. So just the same way you do in other countries in the elite sports of the Olympics. So regardless of their name or past performances, we will have tryouts, and of course, after you try out, the second part is being able to be there to attend training, to attend practices, and to be there together with the whole team. So the people who can make that commitment will definitely be on the team. And again, everybody's welcome. Doesn't matter where you're from, as long as you qualify and you're good. You only get the best for this for our federation.
Thank you.
Hi, sirs. Good morning. To Chairman Locke, where can we watch the fights? Where will you be streaming this live on YouTube or any of your pages? Or Mr. Tan?
Yeah, so there will be tickets available for public. You can come to the venue to watch it. The competition will also be live streamed. We'll share more information nearer to the event where you can watch this live streaming. As I mentioned earlier, you could also follow AMMA Facebook page, and the competition will also be streamed live there. Because we understand that there's not everybody will be able to travel to Manila to watch the event, and therefore we'll make it available on broadcast and on live streaming.
Good morning. POC President Mayor Bambol. In your leadership, the Philippine sports, parang ikaw na ang lucky charm. You're the lucky charm of Philippine sports. Winning gold at your helm, gold medal in Olympics, overall in SEA Games, World Championship, now hosting international events. So, ano ba ang inaasahan natin?
We would like just to invite everybody to support this event kasi this is a new event. No? Unlike other sports natin, made na known. So, sabi ko nga kayo na, we're in the honeymoon period. So, definitely there should be a big market for this, a big audience for this. No? Kaya dapat i-boost natin itong bago MMA in our sporting community. Ano yan, aangat yan, definitely papasok ng SEA Games yan, papasok ng Asian Games yan. IMAG of course. So this will be a new haven for our athletes, new grassroots development. So maraming paglalagyan. All other athletes coming from whether it's Wushu or what else, karate and everything. Hindi pupunta. Sawa ka na sa Kuras. So sama pupunta ka sa amin sa MMA. We are all invited.
Sino ba mga countries to beat sa MMA?
Oh, China, malakas yan. China and other, all countries are strong. All countries are strong. Meron ng record dyan, the last Asian Championship. Kazakhstan, Central Asia.
Mga stand na
Stands, they're all strong.
Kay Sir Alvin Aguilar, dalawa ang hawak mo yung Wrestling Association of the Philippines and this one. So, may dalawa kang para vision mo para sa Olympics. Ano ang first step mo?
Hello. Well, the first step is always to get to work, diba? So what we do is we always have training. Ano naman, sir, my life revolves around training people, not just in MMA, jiu-jitsu, wrestling, and everything. So tuloy-tuloy pa rin naman yan, and we're always looking for the best athletes to represent our country. What's important is we just have a fair selection, and we make sure only the best represent our country. Ganun naman lagi, sir. And then once we're there, we make sure they get the best support, and we'll make sure na mananalo sila. Kasi this is a dream come true again. Our president made all of this happen. So we're very, very happy that finally mixed martial arts is here in the Philippines, that they can actually represent their country.
So, magpa ka na.
Yes, sir.
Since this is a new sport, we're just setting up a good foundation. After settling everything, matibay na, etc., we can look for, kasi tinanong mo, dalawa na yung sports niya, wrestling and MMA, even me, chess, cycling, etc., MMA. This is just like, not an ad hoc, but after establishing and putting it in a stable, good foundation, we will hand it over to dedicated sportsman to handle the MMA here in the Philippines.
Okay, Mr. David, how long will be your support in this kind of event?
Well, it was actually our work with Nine Dynasty, who's a big partner of ours here at Newport World Resort. So this is the inaugural opening. For us, it was a very simple decision to support it, to collaborate with them. I think their initiative here and their support is really commendable, and it's a really nice addition to our calendar at Newport World Resort. So looking forward to a great show of athleticism and fighting through October.
Last question, the organizers, who will be in charge of the media coverage?
There will be. There will be definitely.
The organizing committee is particularly wanted to pay more attention to media and publicity for this particular event, which is why this is the first time we're doing a press conference for our event. So you can be rest assured that we have a team of people to engage the media in the run-up to the event and during the event itself.
Thank you.
So starting today, you have to drum it up. You have to promote everything.
Thank you. Happy morning. I'm Miss Horizon Chaser, HMS News. Sir, natanong na po kasi yung iba. So, kung sakaling matuloy po kay Sir Tolentino po, kung matuloy na ito, at talagang kung tuloy-tuloy na po pala, sorry.
Nobody can stop us.
Yes.
This will definitely.
Alright. So kung tuloy-tuloy na po talaga tayo. So paano po natin mapalakas or mapatibay yung loob ng mga magulang or family, kasi syempre po martial arts po ito, di ba po? Medyo may physical halimbawa mga mother at ang anak gustong-gusto pong pasukin itong sports. Paano natin sila mapatibay po? At kung sakaling may mangyari, ano po yung ating pampalakas ng loob sa family? Thank you po.
Okay, first off, the rules in mixed martial arts are all just a combination of all accepted martial arts under the Olympic banner. So we follow the same rules and of course all the safety guidelines. When we go up to 18 and above, the rules are different from those who are going to be in the minors. When you're a minor, there's definitely a lot of things that are not allowed, just to make sure that we are always taking care of our youth as they participate in mixed martial arts. So we have very, very good safety standards, and if you look at the statistics, it's really much safer than a lot of the other sports out there. If you only know the preparation, the research that has gone into making sure MMA is a very safe sport, you'd be like in awe of what they've done. And we're very happy with AMMA being here. They've taken great steps to make sure that all of the athletes are very safe and well during the competition. So yeah, but if you want any specifics, I'll be free to answer.
All right, thank you.
Okay. Oh, again.
I'd like to ask
That's two.
I'd like to ask, when will this take place? The first Asian Mixed Martial Arts Manila Open.
14 to 16 October.
14 to 16 October.
October 14 to 16.
Okay.
October 14 to 16 at the Marriott Grand Ballroom.
To clarify, this is an open age group. There won't be. Will there be any age group in this tournament, or will this be what? Seniors. Seniors. Right, thank you.
This is the first Asian Open. That's different from the previous Asian Championship. So baka ma-confuse kayo bakit first nagkaroon na ng second Asian Championship sa Thailand and Cambodia. So akala nyo third na ngayon. No, this is first Open.
Maybe I just add a bit more color to this. So in our annual championships for Asia, we open our competitions to all athletes over the entire 24 categories that we have. For men, women, traditional, modern, we have a total of 24 categories. And there's no limit to how many athletes can participate in each category. So you may have like 20 athletes, for example, participating in one category, especially the more popular categories. For the Manila Open, because we have very strong sponsors, we have very high prize money for the medalists. And when we do so, we do not extend to so many athletes, we put a cap. So every category we only have 8 athletes, and they compete on the knockout system for the gold medal, silver, and the 2 bronze medals. And each of them will carry prize money. And the full hospitality with the support of our sponsors will be given to the athletes. Whereas in our annual championships, they have to pay for their hotels and other expenses themselves. So this is very different. This is really a premier event for MMA.
I think we have time for 2 more questions.
Okay, sure. Good morning, sir. My name is Alvin Ramirez. I'm a URCC fighter, coach, and also a Yaoyan fighter. I just want to clarify about the rules about traditional MMA, wearing the gi. So is it also going to have a striking on it? Because we're used to seeing people fighting without gi and striking each other, taking down and then submitting them. Are they gonna wear a gi and also strike each other?
We will have all the standard MMA techniques applied, but having the gi, as you often see in sports like judo and taekwondo, for example, having the gi, firstly, the image is a lot more respectable and very value driven from the outside. But more importantly, when it comes to techniques, you expand the repertoire of techniques that you can use when you are grappling with the gi. So this provides an additional dimension to the MMA as different from the kind of modern MMA that you often see on TV.
All right, sir. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Roby Gonzalez, and this time I have a question for Mr. Darius. Mr. Darius, is this the first time you're supporting sporting event like this? And how else are you extending support to the athletes joining this event?
Yes, this is our first time to have collaborate with AMMA such as such a big event, and also thanks to AMMA PP, also here. So before we do have an event, a golf event before, like but for Dynasty, we also invited the players here. But for sports event like such a huge event, this is our first time, and hopefully this is just a start, and of course there will be more, and hopefully like next year or the future we will also able to collaborate and to have this kind of event together. And also for we also as I mentioned, we also thanks to some of the sponsors that so we are able to pay such a huge price to the athletes who will join this event. And definitely this will be a very there are a lot of surprise and huge entertainment during the games. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Any more questions?
Magkano kung magkano price?
Tatanong ko nga sa'yo. Secretary, tatanong ko lang nga.
I sense that you will ask that.
Yeah, that is right. In every tournament, there is a cash prize for the winners. Okay, I don't know if Mr. Tolentino or Sir Alvin will answer. Sir, how much is the pot? Total pot?
Since this is open, Manila Open, MMA Open, not more on like a promotional of MMA, so not like SEA Games or what. There's no pot. So today we have pot, $8,000 for gold, 4,000. Correct? I don't want to.
Correct.
I don't want to. 4,000 for silver and 2,000 for bronze. Am I right?
Yes, correct.
All bronze.
2 bronze. That's courtesy of our sponsors.
This is one of the highest prize money in this sport. So we are really looking forward to having some of the best MMA athletes come to compete in this event.
Okay? Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, everybody, no more questions. Thank you so much to our guests. Thank you for your time. Thank you for answering the questions. Our friends from the media and some of the fighters and coaches from the different gyms, we'd like to invite you in the first Asian Mixed Martial Arts Manila Open 2024. It's gonna happen